Hi everyone, welcome to Data Server. My name is Taiwo. Our topic today, Power BI show cumulative forecast and actual on the same line tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to use a visual method. That is the reason I tag this as part 1. In part 2, which I'm going to roll out a couple of days, is going to base on DAS. And before we go further, at the bottom left side of this page, we are going to focus on 3 essential features in forecasting in Power BI reports, which is predictive precision, actual versus forecast line, cumulative forecast. So let me load already designed projects that is based on 3 years forecast in Power BI reports, and it's loading. As you can see, this is a 3 years. Our dates range, it will range from 2022 to 2025 sales figure, which is equal to about 109 million, as you can see. And this particular project is interactive. You can see the trend of the forecast is changing as we are doing our selection. So not to take too much of your time, I'm going to go to the template for to show you the practical aspects of this tutorial, how to do it. You can see we're going to concentrate on these two: the yearly total sales matrix and the actual cumulative forecast line. Okay, let me load our template so that I can show you how to do a practical way of doing it. So this is our two focus area that we need to demonstrate how to do it. So first and foremost, let me show you our data before we go further. We have in our table view, we have 11 columns, range from order date, category, product, order quantity, unit price, total sales, discount, subcategory, territory, country, order year. Order date, we extract year, order year from order date. We just want to show this only year. That's the reason why we extract this order year. I will show you why I explain this in the next 60 seconds. Let me go back to our report view. So the first thing to do is to generate our matrix by expanding our order data. Click order year and click total sales. Now show us our tabular sales figure. As you can see, equate to what we showed you earlier on, 109 million. We apply the same principle, order year, so and total sales to our line chart. You see, this is our line chart. You see, we can sort something. This we have to base our sort on the year. So from 2022 to 2025, the highest sales is 2024, which is 44 million, equate to what we have in our tabular. So the next thing to do is just to click our further analysis, add our forecast. Our forecast is not showing, and the reason why it's not showing is just simple. For those of you that understand how to work forecasting and analysis, is because we need to have a separate date entity in our data pane. And to do that, we're going to create our date based on using DAS code. And our DAS code to create our table, all we need to do, we go to modeling, we click new table, and we enter our code. And this is our code. Add column. Our table will be date table as shown before the equal sign. Add column is DAS code function to generate another columns, and calendar is the one that will tell the code that is a date table. So basically, the most important thing in this particular range, you can use it in your project, but take note, the beginning of our date in our data is 2022, and the end of the year in our data is 2025. The reason why we change it to 2028, December 31st, is because we want 3 years of forecast. Take note. And we want to extract year, month, and month number. So we click commit. So our date will show in our data pane. So that's it. This is our date. We click our date again. We go to click modeling tab. and we click mark as date table, and we, in some of your Visual Power BI report, depend on your version. This is the latest version. Mark as date table is off. We click it and make it on, and I will choose a date column. Immediately I click make it on, and I will click date. Then I will click save. That's it. That's all what I need to do. And the next thing to do is to create table relationship. By going to our model view, you will see our table is automatically in our model view. So don't drag other year. That's the reason I said I will explain to you. Don't drag other year. Drag the original date, which is other date, to date. So it's creating table relationship. So the cardinality for table relationship to select is many to one, automatically selected. There's no need to waste time to select it again. All we need to do is to click save. We see the line in between the two tables is already created. We go back to report view. All we need to do, we click here again. We want to see the forecast will not still show. You can see it's still not showing forecast. That's why it's showing anomalies. So the next thing to do is to remove this particular original date by deselecting the other year. Go to date table, click here. You see automatically selected. And if you go to the forecast is on, enable the forecast, expand it. Take note, immediately I expand it, I select the forecast and I expand it. It gives us 10 years forecast length. That's the default. So I will change it to 3 years I want. So then also, another thing you have to take note from forecast is the confidence interval. I will change the confidence interval to 80. That's what I want, just to get accuracy. Then I click apply. Make sure you click apply. Another option is optional forecast line. I'm going to change it to light blue. Then we make the line to be 3. So that's it. Done. So when I move, it's going to show me in 2026 is 47.3 million upper band. In 2027, 49.7 million, and in 2028, 51.9 million. This is our forecast. Let me show you that it's interactive. If I move the cursor, you will see that it's interactive. It's working. And using category to do selection. This is all what you need to understand when it comes to using forecasting. Also note, the reason why this data is not accurate is because small data range and the trend between 24 and 2025. So the sky is the limit. Unleash your potential. Come for more tutorial in Data Solver. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching. I remain your style. Stay blessed. Bye.